Resilience is the cornerstone upon which success is built. As entrepreneurs, we possess an unwavering commitment to making an impact in the world. We push ourselves relentlessly, work tirelessly to achieve our goals. But the burning question that often arises is how to sustain this level of commitment while navigating the myriad of challenges that life, work, and our careers throw at us. How do we avoid burnout and instead thrive while continually rising resilient? Welcome to the Leverage Business Podcast, where we believe business success is about working smarter, not harder, leveraging your time and expertise in ways that fit the digital age you and your clients live in today. I'm your host, Jay Allison, author of Leverage Consulting in the Digital Age and founder of the iSuccess Business Academy. And every episode, I'll be sharing insights into how you can apply the power of leverage to grow your consulting, coaching, or other expert services business and create true freedom and independent success with mindset, marketing, and money model breakthroughs. Because when you get leveraged, the sky's the limit. Let's go for it. Welcome to the Leverage Business Podcast. I'm your host, Jay Allison, and today marks the beginning of an exciting new series titled Rising Resilient. In this first introductory episode, I'm going to delve deep into the multifaceted nature of resilience and its critical role in entrepreneurship. And I'll be introducing you to my amazing entrepreneur clients, 14 or so women who are going to be my guests on the show over the next few months. I've had some wonderful conversations and I can't wait to share this all with you. It's probably true to say that resilience is the cornerstone upon which success is built. As entrepreneurs, we possess an unwavering commitment to making an impact in the world. We push ourselves relentlessly. We work tirelessly to achieve our goals. But the burning question that often arises for myself, my clients, a lot of people in life is how to sustain a really high level of commitment while navigating the myriad of challenges that life, work, and our careers throw at us. How do we avoid burnout and instead thrive while continually rising resilient? This series is not just about hype or quick fixes. It's about serious discussions on the profound challenges and changes that every business builder faces. Join us as we embark on this enlightening journey with these extraordinary women entrepreneurs. I wanted to kick this series off with a framing for Rising Resilient. I'm going to be talking about the essence of resilience, resilience in practice, and entrepreneurial resilience. Is it any different than any other resilience in your life or work? And then we'll turn to finding your resilience pillars. What's coming up in this unique series where you'll have the opportunity to hear from a diverse group of women entrepreneurs, each with her own perspective on resilience and success. Through their experiences, you'll discover how to navigate the turbulent waters of entrepreneurship while maintaining your sanity and endurance. Have you ever read or watched Barbara Taylor Bradford's famous Woman of Substance? It's her breakthrough novel that was also made into a TV series. It's the life story of a girl who started with nothing in life, who overcame hardships and adversity of every kind, and who triumphed. I believe it's an inspiring book because Emma, the heroine, achieves her dreams. The book says ordinary people can go on to achieve the extraordinary, that you can be anything you want to be as long as you persevere. At the end, she was asked, "What's the secret?" And her answer, to endure. So let's start with the essence of resilience. Resilience is a term that resonates in both personal and professional spheres, but it's often misconstrued as a simple ability to bounce back from adversity. In truth, resilience goes far beyond this, encompassing a proactive stance towards challenges. It's about thriving, not merely surviving. Consider this. Resilience is closely intertwined with personal values and purpose. It serves as a powerful motivator during challenging times, propelling individuals forward with a clear sense of mission. A growth mindset, as advocated by psychologist Carol Dweck, is foundational to resilience. It involves viewing challenges as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable obstacles. In the world of high achievers, whether it's your career or your business where high performance is the norm, resilience becomes the secret ingredient that separates the successful from the rest. To delve deeper into this crucial aspect of entrepreneurship specifically, we've gathered this remarkable group of women who've not only excelled in their businesses, but have displayed exceptional resilience in their journey. And more about these individuals later. So, resilience in practice. Resilience isn't something to be activated only in times of crisis, but should be cultivated as a daily practice. It involves self-care, continuous learning, and building robust support systems. Self-care is more than just physical health. It encompasses emotional and mental well-being, practices that are becoming more and more commonplace, like mindfulness, reflection, and emotional regulation. These are essential tools for maintaining resilience. Continuous learning is another key aspect of resilience. Staying curious, seeking feedback, and being willing to adapt one's approach are crucial in an era where change is the only constant. This lifelong learning attitude is vital to staying agile and prepared for whatever life throws your way. No one is an island, and building strong networks, both personal and professional, provides a safety net of support. These relationships often diversify your perspective. They provide for advice, mentorship even, and emotional support, all of which are invaluable in times of stress or uncertainty. Next, entrepreneurial resilience. Entrepreneurial resilience takes the principles of resilience even further, given the constant volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity inherent in building a thriving business. Firstly, it involves embracing uncertainty with a dynamic mindset. Successful entrepreneurs don't just tolerate uncertainty, they embrace it. They view setbacks not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones to innovation and growth. Resilience in entrepreneurship lies in navigating these unexpected twists and turns with agility and forward thinking, finding opportunities. Secondly, resilience in entrepreneurship is deeply tied to your sense of purpose. Entrepreneurs with a clear mission and passion for their work are more likely to persevere through tough times. A strong sense of purpose serves as their motivation to keep going when challenges arise. Entrepreneurs also view failure differently. They treat it as a learning opportunity. The entrepreneurial world is a laboratory where every failure provides valuable data. Resilient entrepreneurs analyze these experiences, extract lessons, and apply them to improve their strategies. Emotional intelligence is pretty critical in entrepreneurship too. The ability to manage one's emotions, empathize with others, and maintain a calm attitude in crises is vital. It also shows you up as a leader. Emotional intelligence helps entrepreneurs navigate stress, make better decisions, and maintain healthy relationships, all of which are essential for rising resilient when you hit a rock. Building and leveraging networks is another facet of entrepreneurial resilience. These networks provide support, advice, resources, and sometimes a much-needed sounding board. Building strong relationships with mentors, peers, and industry experts can also offer critical support and insights, especially during challenging times when you're trying to make difficult decisions. Resilient entrepreneurs excel in making the most of limited resources, turning constraints into creative solutions. This resourcefulness is a key aspect of resilience, reflecting on an entrepreneur's ability to adapt and innovate in less than ideal circumstances. Lastly, entrepreneurial resilience recognizes the importance of self-care and mental health. The entrepreneurial journey can be a marathon, and maintaining physical and mental well-being is crucial for long-term success. This includes managing stress, ensuring work-life balance, and seeking support when needed. Let's turn now to finding your resilience pillars. Resilience is a bit of a buzzword, isn't it? It's often championed as the key to navigating the unpredictable tides of life and work. However, its practical application and the principles underlying it are frequently misunderstood or oversimplified. So let's recap on the essence of resilience. And I have a little gift for you to help with the practices part if you're keen to work on this. It's a framework to build out your resilience pillars for yourself. Firstly, resilience is not merely bouncing back from adversity. It's a proactive stance towards challenges, not just a reactive one. This means cultivating an attitude that anticipates and adapts to change rather than merely surviving it. The heart of resilience lies in flexibility and adaptability. Secondly, resilience is deeply entwined with personal values and purpose. Understanding what truly matters provides a compass for you during turbulent times. This intrinsic motivation acts as a powerful catalyst for resilience, driving you to persevere through difficulties with that clear sense of purpose and vision for yourself and the people you serve. Thirdly, resilience is bolstered by a growth mindset. Viewing challenges as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable obstacles is a game changer. This mindset fosters learning, creativity, and innovation, crucial components for thriving in an ever-changing environment. Circling then back to practices, resilience is nurtured through a combination of self-care, continuous learning, and building robust support systems. It keeps you agile and prepared for change. And finally, no one's an island. Build those strong networks, both personal and professional, so you have a safety net of support when the going gets tough. Importantly, so worth emphasizing, the success in rising resilient lies in its practice as a daily exercise, not just a response to crisis. It requires a conscious effort to maintain a positive outlook, to learn from experiences, and to build and rely on your support network. It's about thriving, not surviving. By embracing these principles and practices, you'll be able to navigate the complexities of our world with greater ease and success, and help your clients, whether individuals or organizations, to do the same. So you're probably listening to this show because you're a business owner, and I want to expand on the theme of resilience in entrepreneurship, dive deeper a little bit into a domain where resilience goes beyond mere persistence, where it's about thriving in the face of relentless change and challenges in the marketplace as well as our own lives. If you've ever had one of those days where you don't feel like showing up as a leader, I'm sure you're not alone. Those moments, which can last more than moments, they can last hours, days, even weeks sometimes. When you think, wouldn't it be nice just to turn up and do a job without having to think too hard or be strategic and be everything to everyone? You'll know what I mean by the desire to feel like you're thriving, that your work and life is joyful and effortless. But sometimes we hit the point where you feel more like you're on a treadmill, that you're on a roller coaster, you're surviving, and everything feels like a struggle and a big effort. Well, I have a little gift for you all that if you're keen to work towards that feeling of thriving, not just surviving, I've created something that's fully resonant with this series. It's my Rising Resilient Success Pillars. Just head over to jallison.com/iSuccess/resilience-pillars, where you can get a download of a useful framework. And you can use this as a checklist for resilience work you're already doing, or to build additional pillars to enhance it, so that rising resilient becomes faster, easier, and more natural. I'll put the link in the show notes for this episode as well. And if you're on my website, you can also find it under the Academy free stuff section. So later in the year, I'm going to be working with my guest contributors to the series to put together a book with all the insights in written form. I'm excited about that project. So if you opt in for the resilience framework, you'll get on the iSuccess mailing list and be the first to hear about this, and even find out how to get a pre-release advanced reader copy. So I hope that little framework helps you to think about building your own resilience pillars. And if you need some help developing success practices, stay tuned to the end for a special invitation. So, before I introduce my amazing entrepreneurs and talk a little bit about what each of them is going to bring to the table here, in summary, entrepreneurial resilience is this multidimensional construct. It's about adapting to change, staying committed to a vision, learning from failures, managing your emotions, building networks, being resourceful, and prioritizing well being. Entrepreneurs who embody these traits not only survive the challenges of their ventures, but thrive, paving the way for innovation and success in the ever evolving business landscape. So, next, let's introduce who will be the guests on the show over the next few months. Meet the women entrepreneurs that I've invited to share their insights. Now, I have the privilege with my clients to work with an extraordinary group of entrepreneurs. Some of them are women, some of them are not women. And there's a reason why I've brought women together. And I think it's because in their businesses, they really serve people who are mostly women. And there's something I think about the feminine energy here. So it's not exclusive. And that's not saying that, if you're a guy and you're listening to this, that you won't get something out of it. It's not gender biased or anything like that. It's just that seems to be how they show up themselves and the way that they're open to sharing their personal stories, and that is what's driven them to work with a particular group of audience that they work with, their clients. So for me, hearing their stories in the course of our work together, I felt each was a paragon of resilience in their own right. There are also a number of clients who I didn't invite, and not because I don't think they have something relevant to say. It's just a limit to what I could set up before we actually started releasing. It's possible that we'll add some more names to the list as people hear about this and I talk more about it, that maybe some of my other clients will also want to be involved and want to contribute. I always feel that, community builds as you start talking about things and start becoming visible with some of these insights. And some of it's quite vulnerable, to be fair. So I really admire them for bringing their stories, for bringing their experiences and their perspectives to this. I feel that there's inspiration, education, and a professional service that they're bringing, and through their consulting, coaching, and training that you're going to get some closeness to. These ladies have not only carved a niche for themselves in the competitive world of entrepreneurship, but they've also set new benchmarks on a personal level for me in what it means to be resilient. These amazing individuals are absolutely my rock stars. They fall into perhaps 3 interwoven sets, joined by their relentless pursuit of goals and their ability to take consistent strategic action, even in the face of obstacles or setbacks. And it does help, of course, that they're working with a coach. I can't underestimate the fact that it's really hard to do a lot of this stuff on your own. So the fact that I get to hear about it is because they hired a coach. For some people, this resilience, if you like, is what's got them to the next level revenue goal, which could be multiple 6 and 7 figures for some. And for others, it's got them to product market fit. They've overcome imposter syndrome. They've had a movement towards more consistency in their marketing and sales, and a real belief that they can build a solid business. And the third area I think that they've pushed and excelled at is in introducing networking into their sales process, getting out of their invisibility comfort zone and stepping up their brand marketing and partnership building to become powerhouses in product development and marketing. Now, over the next few months, we're going to dive into their unique journeys, uncover insights and lessons that are as diverse as their backgrounds. Before sending the interviews into editing, I did a first pass, and I'm feeling the emergence of 3 themes. Mind, which covers kind of work and career as well. Body, which is obviously around health and self-care. And soul, which is a lot to do with finding our mission and our spirituality. However, it's also obvious that everything is layers and they're mutually reinforcing. So there is a flow across those areas, but also a fair bit of circling back and interweaving going on by each of the guests. While each person's story and their take on resilience is different, there are common themes in how they talked about ways to manage stress, anxiety, and overwhelm, about the prominence of self-compassion and how to find inner strength, as well as strength from others, and concerning the need for regular healthy self-care, recharging and resetting, to ground and tether ourselves to our big why and what's important to us. So in terms of their key insights and personal traits, the provisional running order that every fortnight is going to look a little bit like this. We'll kick off with Carmen Morrison, who will share about coping and empowerment. Melanie Hassel gives us an inspiring account of her journey that involved courage and self-belief. Linda Lalikata talks about positive psychology and accountability. Margot Mansfield shared amazing lessons in emotional mastery and her own experience of healing from trauma. With Mia Sindelik, what jumped out of our conversation was a lot to do with intuition and gratitude and having a sense of adventure. For Lily Roy, she shared about conscious self-management and holding space for yourself. Barbara Walsh talks through stress management and differentiating stress types. Leah Grant gives us a masterclass around flexibility, adaptability, and spirituality. Emma Jennings talks through setbacks, vulnerability, and support systems. Jo Havey shares some deep wisdom around well-being and recharging. Annika Ake shares about holistic health and self-compassion. Andrea Eschenbrenner talks through physical and mental resilience. Laura Hess focuses on self-awareness and joy. And Christina Becker shares her amazing journeys and stories around soul-making based on her memoirs going to be published this summer. Very exciting. So that's our lineup so far. And as I said, there are a few more people I'm in the process of confirming with who will slot into place here. I won't share their names because I don't want to jinx it, but they're all awesome. And I really hope that they also come on board. Taken together, this is a powerful set of insights and techniques that we really hope business owners like you will be inspired by and learn to do for yourselves, and even help your own clients with these areas as relevant. The conversations emphasize a range of positive attributes and impact of women whose businesses I'm so honored to support through consulting and coaching. Each individual contributes to an uplifting collective wisdom, and I have the utmost respect and admiration for their particular strengths, talents, and influence. I believe each and every one of these women brings a unique story of resilience in entrepreneurship. Their experiences ranging from tech and healthcare to fashion and wellness not only demonstrate their individual tenacity and adaptability, but also serve as an inspiration to aspiring entrepreneurs everywhere, like you and me. So stay tuned as we explore their journeys in more detail in the upcoming series. Thanks for joining us on this journey of rising resilient, and stay tuned for more inspiring stories and insights from our remarkable guests. Until the next time, this is Jay Allison signing off. There is a little special offer coming up, so stay tuned for this too. So there's an exclusive offer which I would like to make to entrepreneurs like you. The fact that you're listening to a podcast series around rising resilience shows me that you're looking for maybe more balance, that you're looking to work less, earn more, and grow faster in 2024. So please consider scheduling a strategy discovery call with me. Together, we'll find your key leverage points for business growth and fulfillment, break through mindset blocks, and make 2024 your best year ever. I'm welcoming 8 entrepreneurs into my next level acceleration group, those who are already earning 5 or 6 figures and want to multiply your revenue 2 to 3 times in the next 1 to 3 years. This is an inner circle opportunity for coaching one-on-one with me, and I would love for you to be one of them. Just reach out by email to j@jallison.com if you're interested in an informal conversation about working together. Now, if you're like a lot of my clients and you're curious about the one thing that most affects goals that you've set for your business, then you might be surprised that it's not probably what you think. All too often, we're looking for enlightenment in the wrong places. We focus a lot on marketing. often we think it's the audience, the positioning, the offer, the pricing, or the funnel, or the conversions, or the timing. And those things are things that matter. But the thing I hear most frequently from successful entrepreneurs is this: success loves speed. So strategies that work well are those that have the least friction and the most acceleration, the ones that crack the bottleneck and open up the flow and drive the flywheel for your business momentum and growth. As well as learning how to sustain your efforts and avoid entrepreneurial burnout, that is long-lasting resilience. If you get that the most important thing to consider when setting goals for yourself and your business is not, can I achieve this, but how fast can I get there? Then book a call and let's talk strategy. Thank you for listening to the Leverage Business Podcast. Want to create leverage in your business? Did this episode provide some insights and ideas to be thinking through? If so, subscribe so you get alerts when the next one's released. If you want to learn more or would like help and support with building a leveraged business that achieves true freedom for you, then head over to jallison.com/podcast to find all the resources and links that go with this show on my website and to join our iSuccess community. And if you're enjoying our content, it would be great if you could pop into Apple Podcasts or the app you listen from and leave me a rating and review. Everyone makes a difference to improving our rankings. So thank you if you've done that already. I appreciate you. So hey, that's it. Thank you for listening. I hope you've loved this episode and have some great takeaways to be thinking through. I wish you a pleasant, productive and profitable week, and I'll see you again next time for another episode of the Leverage Business Podcast.